Hello, this is World Communist 8 bringing you another video commentary of StarCraft. This particular league is the ShinHan Bank Pro League 2008. It's week 13 and we're going to watch Lecaf Oz versus CJ Entus in their first meeting this season. Lecaf won decisively 3-1 with CJ's 2v2 team sneaking out the only win. First matchup we have here is on Colosseum. It is a TVT, a mirror. For Lecaf, they're sending out Lomo, their young Terran, called the Bubblegum Terran by some. And for CJ, they're sending out their current captain, Iris. I guess Berserker would be the proper title for him. But it's on Colosseum, and the match is starting, so here we go. And this will be interesting, because Lecaf is playoff possible team. We have Lomo in the yellow, and he is in the bottom right, and Iris, or Berserker, I prefer Berserker, is in the top left in white. So we see the two players starting off. Like I was saying, Lecaf at this point, I believe, is a playoff team, contending team. They do have a shot. I'm not 100% positive on that. While CJ, they've been somewhat of a disappointment this season. They're bottom third of the Pro League, not doing very well. So again, we have Berserker at the 11 o'clock in white and Lomo at the 5 o'clock in yellow. So yeah, Berserker hasn't been used much this season. He's been more of an ace match player for CJ. He hasn't been consistent. He's one of those guys who, he's doing great, and then he hits a slump, and then he does well again. So he's very hit or miss, it seems. Lomo, on the other hand, has been just outstanding for Lecaf this season. Another reliable player they can rely on besides Jaedong, who is, their obvious leader right now. So there he is right now talking to the coach. But we see that two different locations just for the supply depots. Depends on what they're doing. Scouts going out for both, and they're both scouting cross map, and they will both see each other's scout. And it looks like Lomo's scout will. No, he's not going to. It looked like he was going to follow Berserker's scout for a second, but he decided to turn back instead. Not sure of the joke there. I don't get what's so funny about that. I don't exactly get what it is though. Command center going up for Lomo. So he will be going 14 CC. A little safer on Colosseum because they do have that protected, secured natural. So he is protected, and now he's throwing his barracks up. But meanwhile, Lomo's barracks has been going up, and that would be a proxy factory for Lomo. So he is cheesing. He's setting up a factory, not in the natural, but Colosseum has like a second natural, which is slightly harder to defend than the first. Well, actually, quite a bit harder. But he's setting up there, so. And it doesn't appear as if Berserker will see this, so this is gonna come as a shock to him. Although if he gets the scout in, which it doesn't appear he will, but if he were to get his scout in, he would see the factory is not there, so he would know something's up. Meanwhile, he's fighting with the scouting SCV of Lomo, who is just, I don't know how much he's actually seen. He's been mostly floating around. The SCVs are being pulled now for Berserker, so he is establishing his expansion, and Lomo floats the factory in, so now he has a really good position, and he is putting up a starport as well, proxy, regular factory, standard, going in position for Berserker, but I think he's just going to be hit hard by this one, so we will see. It's very unfortunate that it had to come down to this, but it is a proxy. And the first Vulture is out for Lomo, and now Berserker knows what's going on. And he pulls some SCVs, and sends some of his Marines. But this Vulture is just doing its thing, and another one is out, and the starport is building. A Wraith is coming, so pretty soon we're gonna see GG from Berserker. I can't see him getting out of this. He's losing Marines like it's his job, and he's being forced to chase around with these SCVs, and he's losing them. And his factory finally finishes, but it's too little, too late. More Vultures coming out. This is it. GG. I'm expecting him to type out real soon because he's just losing SCVs left and right. It appears that the 14cc was not a good choice for him. But yeah, he is not going to fare well. And his Vulture is out now, but Lomo has managed to get a Wraith out. And so, irregardless of what he can do with that Vulture Berserker, he's going to lose it eventually to the Wraith. And he's hanging in there. And now he sees it, and he's like, this is what you're doing. He's repairing the Vulture with many SCVs, and he brings in a Marine, and it looks at, but he's not going to be able to push this off. He's just, he might. Oh no, never mind. I'm sorry. I got excited there. And it looked like as if that second starport was at his home base, and armory going up for Berserker. So he's obviously going to try and get Goliath and try and work his way out of this. But so Lomo is sniping his SCV line. It's looking bleak for Berserker, and he takes out the Marine, and I mean, lucky for Berserker, he did have that second expansion, so he will be able to last. And I missed it, but yes, that second starport is at his home base, and now he flies in and he goes after the expansion. A Goliath is out for Berserker, so it'll be interesting to see if he can, rid himself of these, but I don't see him coming back in this one. So, and Cloak is researching now. 3 Vultures out, and now he's gonna go after the factory, but I mean, and now he does have Cloak, Lomo, so he is now just sniping the lines of Berserker. There's nothing he can do. He's completely, he can't do anything. Cloaked race, he doesn't even have an engineering bay, I believe, and they're just, the SCVs are falling left and right. He's got some more back at his main base, and he's sending a small force to Lomo's base in hopes that, he won't have anything. But it doesn't look, and GG, there it is. So that's that, and Lecaf jumps to an early lead, 1-0 in the series. They did not, probably not the outcome they wanted. Again, Lomo celebrating his victory, but he did use the cheese. He set up the proxy factory and starport, and Berserker was just not able to come out of it. So that's GG, and so we'll see the next set, and we'll see how CJ responds. The next set is going to be 4GG versus Memory on Wuthering Heights, and that should be interesting as well. Another TVT, but again, so Lecaf takes a 1-0 lead. Again, this was World Communist 8 bringing you a video commentary of CJ Entus versus Lecaf Oz. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, and good night.